This conference will now be recorded.
This is the command you guys are trying to run.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, vi etc yum. That's it. This is the command. Or any another thing.
Yes, sir, same. VITC, yum. That's
So what do you see in the below? Yum
so
is a
same as
directory.
this directory. Yes.
So vi is used for what? Vi is used to check or to open a text file. Correct? Let's say cat. Let's say ls. Oh, let me edit the cron tab first. Hmm. Cat dummy. Okay, I don't have anything in dummy. Testing one. It's this also doesn't have anything. Testing vi. Okay, yeah. So this is cat. Testing vi has something. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to see the content of testing vi. So for that purpose I can use vi editor. Okay. Let's say I have a directory called test and which has all these files. Okay. So when I open that file, I mean this file test file, it's a test directory. When I open test directory using vi editor, let's see what will happen. It will say test is a directory. It's not a file. Okay, and you may not be able to get anything at all. So what you're getting is correct. Since you are trying to access a directory using vi command, and hence you are not able to open it. So what I'm trying to say is you are running a wrong command. So please try to understand first that command is made for what? What is that command? What that command does? Then go ahead and run that command. Is it clear? Not clear?
Clear, sir. So
Mhm.
then how we will get that mm, the detailed information like of CentOS mirror list and all?
This is the file yum.repos.d CentOS hyphen base slash etc slash yum.repos.d slash CentOS hyphen base dot repo. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Fine. Thank you. So let me go ahead and start some other topics. Okay, so deleting and disabling account actually. So let me tell how to delete an account or how to disable an account. So let's say we have an account name called user3. Okay, so let me check whether I'm able to log in using user3 or not. Okay, I'm able to log in using user3. Okay, so I need to lock this account. There are several methods actually. One method I can show is psswd space. I need to log in through root user, then give this command psswd space hyphen l space Vivek. What it does is it just disable the account by changing the password to a value which matches no possible encrypted value. So let's say what I'm trying to say is we will have an encrypted value whenever we set a password. So whenever we give a password while logging, it checks that encrypted value is matching with that or not. So whenever we give this password, in that sense, it is going to create a invalid, it's going to invalidate the hash key which has already been saved for this user. So it will show this message also that locking password for user 3 is success. So that is one method. And to enable that,
Success is a
when
password.
sorry,
Success is password.
Success is not the password.
When we
Password
forgotten
command.
the user, when we forgotten the user, how can we see, sir, from the road?
You can say test user 1, user 2, user 3 are the users. You are able to see, Kranti? Kranti, are you there? If you are saying something, I'm not able to hear you.
Sir, if I forgotten the user one, user two passwords, how
Hmm.
can we recover from them?
You cannot recover, but you can reset the password.
Okay. By giving the password command, sir.
Correct. From the root, you need to log in. You need to log
Okay.
into the root user, and then from PSSWD space user 3. You
Okay,
can
sir.
give it will PSSWD, and it will reset the password.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is one way to lock the user and unlock the user. What it will do, it will create the hash in an accessible manner so that it does not match the hash whenever we try to log in. That is one thing. And then another is chase -e space 0 space user 3. It's going to change the it's going to change for how long it's going to be enabled, that particular account. So it means like you are disabling the account itself here, and we are setting it to expire, and the more precise value we can give is -1 so that it expires immediately itself.
Could you
Change
please repeat?
change we use it
Not
to
getting you.
expire the account. Every user will have a username and password expiration date. Let me see if I'm able to get anything here. Hmm. Okay, you can see that password expires never, password inactive never, and then account expires never, maximum number of days between password change 7. So this is the aging limit has been set for user 3. Now let me see if I'm giving 0. Mm-mm. Account expires on Jan 1st, 1970. So whenever whatever the back date it has set to expire on, it has already been expired when I have changed to 0. Okay, so account has already been expired. It should be 0, not -0. But anyways, it has taken. Okay, so this is one thing. And if you try to log in using user3 through root, we are able to. But if we log in, we should not be able to. Let me log in. Sorry, let me log out. I have logged out. User3, you can see that it's not allowing me to log in. User3. So I'm not able to log in. So I need to enable that account by giving -1 user3. Sorry, -e option should be given. -E. Now let's see. Oh, is it so? I haven't set the password itself. Let me set the correct password. Then we can try again. Okay. So we will try again to log in. Okay, I'm able to log in. Now log in through root and expire the password of user3. Now check user3 password has been expired or not. Yes, it has expired. Now exit from the root. Now try to log in from user3 with the correct password. Okay. Here you see your account has been expired. Please contact your system administrator. Last time we were not, we have never set the password of user3, and that is why it was showing incorrect password. Then Likit, you might have a network issue. I believe so. Is it slow to everyone?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
So maybe some network issue might be there at your end, Likit, I think.
I have good internet, sir, but it is showing slowly.
Mm, so what does it mean by slowly? Means like you are getting my voice before and then video later,
Yes,
or
sir.
how it is?
Yes, sir. Video data.
Let
Now it is
me.
showing only localhost login, sir.
Yeah, I have logged in. I haven't logged in. Wait, I am logging in through root and then giving the password.
But it is not showing to me.
So let me reshare it again and let's see if it works.
Sorry, we log in the root now.
Now you're able to see the screen.
No, sir. Only login to root is showing, sir. After that, not showing anything.
So is that same screen for everyone?
Root at the rate of localhost is showing. Sir.
Yeah, that is what I am also able to see. I have typed ls command. Is it saying? Is it displaying?
No, sir.
It displaying, sir.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
it's
It's
displaying, sir.
displaying.
Okay, so whomsoever is facing the network issue, can you or maybe a lag, can you log off and log in back again and come back to the meeting again? Let's see if that resolves the issue.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, let's give it a try. So that was the second way I have explained about expiring the password. But by the disadvantage of first method is whatever I have given, whatever I have showed is PSSWD-L space user3. Let me exit user3. So it has set it the wrong password. Correct. I told you that when we do using PSSWD-L, it is going to change the hash key to a random hash key which will not be possible to match. So whenever we give a password, it tries to match with the saved encrypted key corresponding to the password, and it is not able to match. So what I'm trying to say is screen is visible, correct, to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Yes,
So
sir.
so let's say you are giving a password something XYZ.
Yes, sir.
Okay. After giving password XYZ, it's let's say you have given password is secret. Thickness is very small. Your password is secret. Okay. So this is a password you guys are giving. So what happens is with the help of keys, it gets encrypted and saved it into the disk. So this is saved in an encrypted format. It's not an open. It's not open that anybody can open this file and read it. Okay. So whenever we are giving password -l, what it is doing is we have encrypted password saved here in your disk. So what it is doing it is changing the value in this file itself. It changed the value. So what happens is whenever you try to log in again and you will give the password secret, what it will do, it will encrypt and it will try to match with this saved hash. So for the secret password, hash is different. Now it has changed to something else because of this command. Okay, PSSWD-L space user3. Because of this command, the encryption value of this has been changed. So now once again when you try to log in, it will throw error because the content of this whatever is sitting on disk, the encrypted hash has been modified by this fellow. So understood, like whenever we are trying to log in, it's showing wrong password. It's rather than showing the account expire or something like that. So what is happening in behind? This is understood. I'll show you this again here. So let me change the password of user3 to something. I have changed the password. So now if I try to log in using user3, sorry, I should be able to. Sorry, it has expired also. I need to enable the account. So you can see that I'm able to log in. Okay. So now I will exit. I will log in through root and give the password. After that, I will run this command password -l space user3. So what it will do, whatever the saved hash key is there for user3, it will go and change. So it has changed it. Now we will exit and we'll try to log in using user3. Now it's asking for the password. User will remember the old password, whatever it has been changed. So I will give my password, whatever I have changed to, and it will go and it will check against the old hashed key which has already been saved into the disk, but it will mismatch because the hash key has been modified by the password command which we have run before the logout. Okay, so this everybody understood here what has happened, correct? So we saw two methods. There is one more method in etc psswd file. User3, you can see this. You can modify this to no login and save and exit this file. And then you exit, try to log in through user3. When I give the correct password, it will simply throw me the login screen again. So this is third method to lock any account, any user account. Okay. So this is actually this file stores the username and then group ID, user ID, and then what should be the folder, where is the home folder, and what should be the application to be launched whenever this user is going to be get logged in. So this user3, user2, user1 will have access to bin bash initially whenever it's get logged in. If you give /bin/no login, so it will have no login access. So no login is a file which does not allow you to log in or which will throw you or which will throw you immediately from the session. Okay. Uh-oh. Any doubt here? So these are all three methods through which we can lock an account. Okay, next topic we'll go through the logging, like how to check the logs. I think this I have explained some time back as well, like how to see the logs. So I have listed out the files and folders. We might have gone through some of the files here, like dmessage. Dmessage is another log file when your system boots, and if anything wrongs with the kernel, this dmessage will give you the warning, or in dmessage you will be able to know. So cat var log dmessage you can give, which will show you all the things. Okay, so if anything wrong, anything warning or any error is there from any of the any of your module, which will be get displayed here, or anything suspicious will get displayed here. I can show you from the starting. You can see that from starting it's showing that all the memory allocation during the boot time itself, all these things happens during the boot time. DMA zone, ACPI, PM mode, it's getting registered, kernel and C group. After the kernel initialization, SLNX, Yama here came into the picture, and further I think it's still kernel is still loading, initializing the devices, buses. USB devices got initialized at this point of time. Now systemd comes into the picture. So before this, it's all device initialization. Kernel was booting at that time. So kernel was booted. Now systemd has started. So it's all from the user space and from the log messages which system throws. So this is one place. Another place is, so dmessage actually is moreover your logs which is related to your kernel, which is related to any security or any module changes in the kernel. So more related to kernel logs, but yes, you can see some logs which is related to your system also, not only kernel. System means like your user space, some application is giving wrong input or sending some wrong information to the driver. Those information also you'll be able to see in var log, dmessage log. Now, okay, dmessage.old you are able to see that. So what happens is like dmessage log, whenever we boot the system and whenever all the logs used to be get written in dmessage log. So sometimes what happens is after a time when each and every restart, logs get written there. After a certain amount of time, the log or dmessage file gets flooded or gets full. So system what it does is it automatically change the file name, the full file name or the flooded file name from dmessage to dmessage.old and creates a new file dmessage and writes everything there. So whenever you see .old, so it means like it has created a backup of it. Boot log will have only boot log. So whenever your system is booting, you might have seen several logs. So this, all those logs, if you want to see it again, this is the thing. BTMP, I'm not sure what it is used for. Crony, maybe. Let's see for cron. So what all job we might have set, it's getting displayed here. So the people who are all saying that they are not able to set the cron job, you might get some help here. You can see that I have been running this script multiple times, script.sh, and that is what it has logged in. That through crond it has run this. And today I have removed it, so after that it's not showing anything at all. So what is the date? 2240. You can see that 22.7 I have reloaded cron tab because I might have edited cron tab at that time, 22.7, and 22.4, it means like 32 minutes back or 33 minutes back I have edited and have reloaded this. When you exit, it automatically reloads. So after that, we don't have any logs for root test script.sh because we have removed that entry. So home server is facing problem. You can come back and check the logs here, whether it is executing or not, if it's throwing any error or something like that. So the file name is var log cron. I'm not sure what crony does. CHRONY. It doesn't have anything maybe. So it's just an empty directory as of now. HTTPD, I will reach back to here. HTTPD will have the log. Here we are not able to see any log because the server is not running. I mean, HTTP server is not running. We will have log when server will run. Just 1 second.
Sir, voice not getting.
Oh, I'm sorry. So what I was saying is where log, and that the relevant log for you could be audit log, which will have, which I was just showing that login and logout log will be here, which user has logged in and when it has been logged in audit. Boot.log will have your boot messages, whatever you were seeing during during the boot time. BTMP no, not required. Cron not required. Cron, if somebody is running a daemon using cron d, then that is required. Okay. And dmessage.old, you know what it is for. Firewall d will have the log for firewall, what are all rules are getting applied and who is getting approved, who is getting rejected from from the network. That will have this log. HTTPD, here we will have, I'm not sure if we have anything here currently. Yeah, we don't have any file here. So any file will be get created here as soon as we will have a web server running here. So web server, let's say if it's running, then we will have a log here, maybe http.log or something like that. Mail.log is, let's say if you are doing something which you should not be doing, in that case, like you might have seen that sudoers list incident will be reported. So all those things will go to the mail log. So something you are not intended to do, and but still you are doing. So for those messages will go into mail log. Messages, here you will see all your no, here messages, you will see everything here as your system messages, all your log. It will have kernel log, it will have your system log, it will have your any error log, any application is not behaving good, all things you will have here. It still shows the kernel log only as of now. Yeah, you can see that rocket module, but still it's a module which we have not seen all these things into our dmessage log. You can see that system they created slice user slice for root. So whenever I'm logging, it's showing that logged in, it's showing that it has been removed. So it has the login and logout information also, and some other system information also it's having. So messages will have lots of information regarding the logs or stpd. Messages will have so much of information regarding the log. So whenever you face any problem, either restarting a service or maybe exiting or maybe some problem with any application or any services, then you'll come and check the messages also. QEMU-GA, nothing to do here. QEMU, it's a virtualization platform and which gives you a virtualized environment for another operating system. So that's where the logs come here. RSHM, maybe it's reserved memory. Okay, it's no logs, so I'm not sure. Secure is also I need to see. I might have forgot what it is for. Let me see what it has.
So for telnet and SSH.
Yep. So telnet at SSH who has logged in. Not even telnet SSH, even it's showing the local login also. You can see that. It's all showing the local login also. So who has logged in, who has logged out, you can get to know through where log, secure log. Okay. Secure spooler is log for your printer log, that if do you have anything into the spooler or it's spooling, so that's where, or any error is coming while you are giving up output into the printer. Tally log, this still uses tally. Okay, nothing is there, so I'm not sure. Tune might be used for, oh, it's new for me. Let me go through this log more. Dynamic tooling is globally disabled. Okay, so virtual guest profile, it's loading. CPU, it's saying MSP bit not set. Okay, so it's keep on repeating the same logs. So it gives a performance or not performance, any tuning which we might have done in the operating system, which shows here actually. That's what the kind of log it shows. I need to see whether this is coming from only virtual machine or this is coming from the base operating system, from the host operating system also. Okay, I will check that once. Oh, it's a log, binary log maybe. WTMP, and that is why we were not able to see. Maybe it might be the output of putty, I think. Not sure. Yum.log is, as everybody knows, that whatever package we do install or remove, it throws some of the logs. So that logs comes here. It, we might have updated HTTPD or wget. So all these things you can see that what all packages we have installed or removed. It's coming here, but it's coming way abstracted format. Anyways, that's not a problem. So this is all about logs actually. So for which error, which log you need to look for, we may see when we encounter error. So I can give an example that for dmessage, whenever you remove a module or whenever you insert a module, you get a log in dmessage. Whenever you face any problem with the printer, you will get the problem error in spooler, or there is one more log which is missing, cups.log, which is missing here. So when you enable or disable printer, restart the cup service, you will be able to see this log. And you might see the same log in messages as well. This is a system messages where you get the log. Let's say if you are running your DHCP server here and where you need to check the log, you have to come back to messages. Okay, let's say if you are facing some issue with something in your system, you have to come back and check from messages. boot log to resolve boot issues, audit log to check, I mean, things are correct or not. If you have any SLNX logs, also if somebody is trying to log in and SLNX is not permitting that login, we'll see what is SLNX in later classes. And SLNX is not permitting to access to that file, then that log goes in audit logs. Cron tab, you have seen this. Grubby prone debug, not sure what it is for. Oh, okay. I think it's this log might have been enabled, or any another daemon Grubby might be wanted to write into this, because it might it would have been a kind of daemon which is trying to create a backup of this bootloader configuration, so which not able to find out, and that's why the script is exited immediately. So that has nothing to do to us as of now. Okay, so maybe in during your interview anything can be asked. Interviewer can ask like where you save, where somebody some person is logged in and logged out, where do you see that that information in your log file. So definitely you should say that we can see that information in secure log, where log secure. Let's say any module is got removed, where you will see any kernel module got removed or any driver got removed, you'll see in the message. Any messages, any system or any application messages throwing the log, where you'll see in messages, we'll see. You have removed or installed a package, where you'll see those logs, we'll see in yum.log. So similarly, questions can be asked. You should know what log is for what purpose. Okay, so that's it for the logging.
Sir,
Yes,
sir, I have one question for password expiry.
yeah, go ahead.
How to set password expiry notification before 7 days, sir, or 10 days? You will get a prompt or notification.
Yeah, that will be able to do using, anyways, it's showing the aged limit is showing CHAZE chase, ठीक है, hyphen chase hyphen L and then user 3. This is what we have seen. You can see that number of days of warning before password expire is 7. The by default is 7. So whenever you log in, you may get a warning that your password is about to expire in 7 days or 10 days, something like that. This is one thing. We'll more understand in future that through PAM also we can do pam.d. There will be a config file, password, I believe, not password, then password hyphen auth. PSSWD. Authentication in cloud. No, not this. Yeah, here at some point of time we will be able to say that when to expire, when not to expire, when to give warning, when not to give warning. We will include some of the module and we'll say. So it's like you can see that here it says first pass local user only retry 3. So we give 3 retries and after that it resets the username and once again ask. So if you change here to 5, it will not ask you 3 times, it will ask you 5 times to log in, to give the wrong password. Okay, similarly, there are several things we can modify here and we can change. It's a pluggable authentication module. We can plug the module for the authentication, we can remove the module for that authentication. So we'll see this in future. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yep.
Sir, CHAG-W also we can
For what purpose?
set warning days. To set warning days, sir, before password expiry. CHAG-W.
Okay, you can see that help it showing warning days, set expiration warning days to 1 days. Yeah, correct. You can see that here itself. This is also another method. I didn't know that. Thanks for letting us know. Okay. Coming back to modules, how to list out the kernel modules. Okay, just wait for a minute. I'll be back. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Not audible, sir.
Now is it audible?
Yeah, now, sir.
Let me set this to headphone. Headphone. Yep. So what I was saying is like ls mode is a command to check which are all modules are installed and which are all not installed, and a particular module is used by how many modules, dependent modules. You can look at this. When I say modules, it means driver actually. Okay, so driver means kernel driver only. So first of all, let me tell you what is the location from where all the kernel modules or kernel driver comes. ls not kernel. Mhm. Mm, let me recall where the module is to go. Home page, media, OPD, MLK profit. It should go in, should not go in sys. Maybe in var. Just give me a second. Yep. User lib modules we can see. In modules, we have one folder currently. Okay. So because we have only one kernel, that is why we are having only one folder. And if we go inside that folder, we will be able to find out all the drivers which are all getting loaded. So the driver folder should be in kernel, and then let's say go for sound itself. So you can see that AC97 underscore bus.ko.exit, that's a kernel driver. You can go in drivers also. You will be able to find out several folders. Let's say if you want to search for USB driver, you will be able to see USB core driver. You should be able to see this LED trigger rt.ko.exit is a driver here. .ko is an extension file of the particular driver. Host driver could be hwa-hc.ko.exit, this file. So similarly, you will have several driver in this folders. The purpose of showing this is like, let's say if you wanted to install a driver, where to keep. If you wanted to download, if you have downloaded, if your device is not working, let's say network device, if your network device is not working, what to do. In Windows, what generally people do is go to the Windows website, download it, double click, install, and then your work is done. Reboot the system, it will install. But that's exactly is not the case here. So what happened here is you need to download the driver. Sometimes you need to download the source code also. After downloading the source code, you need to compile. So before compilation, you will have a method in readme file also, that how to compile. If you open any driver in, if you read the readme file, it will help you to how to compile. So after getting the compilation successful, you will have a file called any driver.ko file. Driver name can be there, let's say LAN underscore name of the LAN, Atheros, something, version number, xxx.ko file. You will have this. You can have this kind of file as a driver, as an output of that particular compiled module. So how to install this module? So for that, you need to use this command nsmod and then that particular module. So there is another method to use that command. Okay, so nsmod is a command to load an individual module. Okay. Now coming back to the stock module, which is already available here in your lib modules. So let's say if you want to load this module, what you should do? You have two commands. One is nsmod, another is modprobe. Nsmod is the command to load that stock module. Modprobe is another command to load that particular module. But there is a difference in between nsmod and modprobe. You know how a package checks for the dependency when we installed yum, correct? Everybody know that when we install any package through yum, it's going to install all the dependency. Similarly, when we do modprobe and that particular package, let's say if that package USB, let's say USB package is dependent on storage also. I mean USB module is dependent on the storage module also. So what, when I'm installing through modprobe and that driver is dependent on another module also, so modprobe will check the dependency and it will install that module also and this module also, whichever we are requesting. But you have to make sure that it's not going to download anything from the internet. It is going to install everything from whatever is available inside your PC or inside your laptop. So you have cd-rom.ko.exit. Let me try to install this, whether I'm able to install here or not. Let's see. In smooth, no such file or directory. Sorry. cd-rom.exit. Could not insert module. File already exists. So I need to remove the module. I'm just showing this as an example how to install a module. You can see that module cd-rom is in use by sr_mod. So how we can see that? How we can see this information? We can see this information in ls mode. Whenever we list all the modules, we should search for cd-rom, and then we should be able to see that sr_mod is getting used by sr_mod. You can see that cd-rom is a kernel module which is used by sr_mod. You're able to see that. So first, if I want to remove this, I need to remove this. sr_mod is dependent on cd-rom. And you can see that sr_mod is not used here. Do you know when a device can be used here by sr_mod or cd_rom? Whenever we plug in any CD drive in this optical drive here, some, and then it will say that it is getting utilized. And when we mount, it says that it will getting utilized because that module is getting used. Whenever we try to access, it access through this driver. So anything you wanted to access, any hardware device or any resource in your laptop, it used to be getting accessed, or not used to, it is getting accessed by a driver only. Okay, so that's one thing. How to list, how to remove. Okay, so let me give an example after removing and installing also. rm cd-rom rmsr_mod, that is removed. Okay, so I have told you that whenever you remove a driver, you may get a log in dmessage.log, correct? Okay, so we don't have any log as of now. Let's see while inserting we have or not. cd-rom, the developer might not have written tlf dmessage, no logs still. Okay, let's check in ls mode whether cd-rom and sr_mod is removed or not. So you can see that we don't have anything here. Another way to check is you can grep also ls mode grep sr_mod, nowhere, cd-rom, nowhere. So it means it has got removed. Now let me insert a module. You can see that it did not throw any error now because it has got inserted the module. Now let me check cd-rom. You can see that cd-rom is there. Last time when we gripped it, it was not there because we have inserted a module. Let me check the message whether we have anything or not there. No, it's still not there. Maybe cd-rom is not that much important enough to get to know the user whether that has been removed or attached. Okay, but yes, for sure, if you face any error in cd-rom, let's say cd-rom is not responding or cd-rom is not able to read or write on a particular block, so those error will definitely come here, that not able to write down, not able to read. So this is about loading module, and let's say if I want to, let me remove the module and do the same thing using mode probe also. So for mode probe, you need not to give the full directory. Mode probe CD-ROM. It will check the CD-ROM driver is available. Where it will check in our user lib kernel and modules directory. It will check CD-ROM is available or not. If it's available, it will install along with CD-ROM's dependency. Since CD-ROM is not dependent on anything, it's not going to install any other module in our case. You can see that it did not throw any error, so it means it has already installed. So not there. ls mode. I will remove. I'll show it once again. rm mode, and I have ls mode, so there is no CD-ROM module. And I will do mode probe. You can and after that, let's grep once again. You can see the module here now. So this is an example of CD-ROM only. Okay, so you can assume that it can be true for your LAN driver also. If you find out any LAN driver and if you ask to debug, not debug, to install that particular LAN, because that's the basic thing. Because in your work environment, you may get a very new system where LAN is not working. So what to do? So in that case, you need to download a LAN driver from another system, bring that LAN driver back to here, and then install it. That is what you are supposed to do. Okay. So this is about module installing, removing, and the difference between mode probe and ins mode, and what is the location that anybody can ask you that please let us know the location of your driver, what is the location where all the driver saves. So ls user lib modules, then the kernel version name, kernel version folder, and after that you need to go to kernel and then drivers. You will have all the driver folder here. Okay, so anybody has any doubt here in this session? So I think we are done with the time. Okay, and my battery also. So I'm just trying to finish it up a bit early, 5 minutes. So anybody has any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, if no doubt, then we are good. I will expect the assignment from all of you by today end of the day, and tomorrow once again we'll proceed further class. Okay.
Sir, debugging you have not shown.
Yeah, I'll show someday. Maybe whenever I will start bootloader. I need to explain about bootloader before I start debugging. I mean, how the boot process works in an operating system. I need to make you guys understand. Okay, so maybe tomorrow or someday. Hopefully tomorrow it should come. Okay, so that's it from my side. If no doubt, then probably we'll wrap up the session. And please make sure that everybody submit the assignment by today. So thank you everyone. Bye bye.